I've got the kids with me today. We're one of our kids, Brody, had some tadpoles. Where did you find your tadpoles?
There's a creek near our house.
And they were in the creek. Were they in the fast-moving part of the water, or the really still?
No, really slow.
The really slow area.
A lot of eggs.
There were a lot of eggs. He saw. And I think we may have a few different species of tadpoles here. Sometimes there's little black ones. I'll try to get some of them that make tree frogs that we have around here. Can you lift this up, Brody? And I'm going to try and kind of hold it over there so it doesn't dribble over the table. Can you hold it up out of the water?
No!
Let's see. Shh. Okay. Hold it really still. And you need to hold up a little bit more because I don't want to risk dropping this phone in the water. Okay. I don't know if we can get them to, maybe if you tilt it at an angle, maybe they'll all kind of focus one little area. We're trying to work this little situation out and kind of hold it a little bit low. This is hard to do, isn't it? I'm going to try focusing in on some of these little dudes, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Whoa! I do not want to drop my phone. It's just hard to see them. Anyway, I give up on that already. We're going to lower it back down gently. What we did, he put them in a plastic, maybe this works, a plastic water bottle.
With their natural habitat water.
With their natural habitat water. And you see there's a little bit of debris floating around. They're kicking it up when they're moving. What we did, I had some water that I had been getting ready for the fish tank. It's water from the sink, but I treated it to kill the chlorines and the chloramine. And then I let it sit out. It's now set up for 48 hours. So what I did is we've got a little pet carrier. We got a little pet carrier, and I wiped it out with water. It had caterpillars in it. I got a paper towel and wet it with water from the sink, and I wiped out all the debris that was in there from them, and very well. I wiped it out, and then I dried it. You don't ever want to introduce chlorine to fish or tadpoles, and you don't want to introduce anything with soap. Sometimes if you have bacteria, I found out you can rinse it really well with vinegar and then rinse it well with water. But so this water here it's new water, and we know from getting fish from the pet store that we need to put them in some kind of a plastic bag. Make sure there's air in there. You don't want to blow because that's putting carbon dioxide. You don't want to blow in there. Plus it's kind of funky if you do that on your mouth. And what I did, we let that sit for a while, and I asked the kids, why are we letting it sit there? For the first time when I just put it in?
To let them get used to the water.
Oh. So the water temperature would regulate. I'm sorry, I might have to call down some kids right in the middle of all this. That'd be embarrassing. So we let that get used to the water temperature for like 30 minutes or so. And then I got, somebody's moved the cup back, but I got a little red Solo cup, and I took some of this water here, and I poured it into the bag, and then closed it back and let it sit. They were trying to take care of me by putting it back. This is one of these cups. And so I did about halfway on it, and then I let that sit for like 30 minutes. And then I got a whole cup of this water and put it into this bag and let it sit. So now, actually, it's been sitting close to an hour. So we're going to release it. And then we said, Brody said, let's make a video. So I said, sure, that sounds like a good idea. And we then debated, we had an hypothesis, I almost mispronounced it, to see what kind of background would show up better. And a lot of people guessed white, and they were right. We checked with a white piece of paper, and we checked with a dark purple notebook that we had. And the white showed up better, so that's what we chose. So we just got some handwriting sheets and stuck them behind. And now, Brody, what he's going to do, they should be acclimated to the water. And acclimated means kind of used to it.
His tail's messed up.
Oh, it could be. There's always something wrong with things. And we noticed they kind of want to go in the corners. You can see that one's little mouth. He's really still now. See if I can focus it on him. Yeah, maybe it's kind of focusing. I'm just not seeing. There we go. You can see the little mouth. Their mouths move. And I have before gotten a discovery scope, which is kind of, I'm going to go over here and look this. You can see this one. A Discovery, you can see its little eyes, you can see its mouth. Discovery scope, it's kind of a little neat, very expensive for what it is, but a neat little way you can magnify on things. And on their tummies, you can see their organs moving around. You got their processing of food. So anyway, we're going to release them. I'll let Brody do it. Brody can reach in and get the bag and just kind of, don't drip it on the water. Take 2 hands. You can put your hands in there. I don't want to show the kids' faces. And then you're just gently going to tip it and let them make their own way out. This is a really nice and humane way to release the fish. Nope, put that away and move away. And then kind of just tip it and then turn it upside down. And I don't, ooh, poor little guy. He didn't, I think he's none of the worse for wear. So they're gonna like this area because it's bigger than what you said they had at home, right? And we're not gonna wanna put any grapes or anything in there. I think we'll probably throw it away, but so they got a lot of area to look around. And I've done research on it before, and a really good thing to feed them, they're vegetarian when they're tadpoles. A good thing you can feed them is like goldfish flake food. And I have some of that, so that's what we'll probably feed them. And after they start getting their legs, what you'll need to do is you need to get away from them to get out or they'll drown. So, you don't want them to escape, so I'll put a lid on it, but you want them, because they'll dry out, that you need to have like a big rock, one that won't wobble and crush them, or people turn their tanks kind of sideways a little bit. Okay, you all settle down. They turn their tanks, so have less water and turn the tanks a little bit sideways, and if it's tree frogs, they can hop up on the sides that way. But they just need a way so they can breathe without having to swim non-stop. I've even raised red-eye tree frogs before from tadpoles, and their tadpoles look a lot like this, surprisingly. Just plain tannish gray. It's kind of crazy. And then with little round pupils, and they develop a slitted pupil, and then they can't swim at all. It's crazy. They just are just all scraggly legs. But anyway, pretty cool. Got another little video for you. Have a good day. Stop. Okay, I can't get it to stop. Okay, well, maybe we'll be video until the end of time. Anyway, maybe I'll do this as a little parting shot. Just straight down on him.
Miss Ross.
Hold on. I'm trying to get it right. No, we're not holding him.
Here, push balls.